Vampire Academy is a 2014 film that I actually just heard of like a week ago. A friend of mine was talking about this film on his own YouTube channel and brought it up to me, and I was like, cool, sounds okay. I wasn't the biggest fan of Mean Girls. This is the same director as Mean Girls. But the way he described it, what I heard about the film, looking it up, everybody who's in it has Zoe Dutch, if that's how you pronounce her name, and I know her from Zombieland 2. Really, really funny performance in Zombieland 2. Hilarious and beautiful girl. So she's in here, and it seemed fine. Like it seemed very Twilight feeling, but funnier and styled like Twilight, but not like as teeny bopper girly as Twilight was. Even though this is like it has that Mean Girls feel. You could say that, but I don't know. It just seemed interesting, and vampires are cool sometimes, so I decided to check it out and give it a chance, and I actually had a good time with it. Now, this film did not do well at the box office. It wasn't popular at all. Like it's quite an underrated film, and it's starting to get more of a cult following now. But it was fun. I had a really good time with it, and it's just fun and visually cool to watch. And the girls, like I said, they're all smoking hot. Like every single girl in this film is smoking hot. Um, they're at this vampire academy. Vampires exist in this universe, and they it's like a rich posh school, where these girls just get into drama and ridiculous things. I will say the film is kind of hard to follow, and there's some scenes that are just really strangely directed. I don't know if the direction was going for humor. Some of the scenes are just written really weird and don't make a lot of sense. And this film jumps around like crazy from, present to flashback to present, and then that gets confusing. Like for example, there's this one scene where there's a sex scene between Zoe Dutch and this one of her like instructors, like her karate. It's not really karate, but he's instructing her how to defend herself essentially. And they're about to do it. Like they start taking their clothes off and everything, but then like he has an amulet, or she has an amulet, and he's like drawn to it, kind of thing. And then they immediately get distracted by something else, and then they just put on their clothes and like go focus on something else. And I'm like, what was the point of that whole that whole like romance, you know sex scene? Like that didn't even happen. It was just, it was very strange. Like it was very strange how they just wrote that. Like I don't know, it's kind of one of those things that you have to see to kind of understand what I'm talking about. But it this film has a lot of funny moments. Like this film, it's I never use the word cute on this channel, but it is cute. And it has that predestined cult feel. Like if you like things like the new, or the film that came out in 2024, Lisa Frankenstein, it has that not too adult but not too kiddish, kind of in the middle PG-13 element and style to it. Um, and it's not it's not so Twilight that it's unwatchable, because I'm definitely not a fan of the Twilight movies, but you will see the kind of inspiration and style in this movie that those films also had. And this one definitely came out a little bit after that craze, but it is a much, much better film. I'm not comparing this one to Twilight in its enjoyment factor at all. So, it's fine. It's fine. I gave it a 2.5, and I'm glad I watched it. And it's cool to see these films sometimes resurface. And I want to talk about this one because it's probably one that a lot of people missed, and it might be one that, speaking for myself, that could be a fun discovery and something that kind of gives you a little bit of nostalgia of the time when it came out and all that jazz. So, found it at the library, and I'm glad I did because I was trying to find this one elsewhere, but you can't find like too many places that it's streaming. And I couldn't find it on Blu-ray, so I will buy it if I do find it, for a cheap enough price. But yeah, for now, I'm glad I got to see it. And if you like schlocky, funny, silly, girly kind of films filled with absolutely insanely hot chicks, check out Vampire Academy. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you'd like to listen to my voice, or if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with more soon, so stay tuned for those. Check out what's on the channel already. Stay tuned for what's coming. Until next review, have a good one. Take care and cheers.